It's honestly just how I was just with him and you seen it and decide to hit him up to meet up. Just disgusting. He called you washed several times and that you lost your glow. That just goes to show you how this man just uses women when it's beneficial to him. Just manipulative and narcissistic as
You get on the internet, you want people to feel sorry for you, and you're dating a rapper, and you expect that rapper to be exclusive to you.
I'm tired of this man with me when it's convenient or beneficial to him. I give too much love to be treated like this. And the one thing you've always told me is that I have a really big heart. And that's why men like you take advantage of it. I'm honestly tired of being the nice, cool, laid-back girl. I'm sick of it. Men need to learn to stop with our emotions. And I'm honestly more disappointed than I am hurt. And I knew what I was getting myself into for the rapper. But there's just certain things that are just way too disrespectful. At the end of the day, these men will lie to you, gaslight you, manipulate you, and embarrass the out of you. But lesson learned, I'ma just have to charge it to the game.
Yes, you're going to have to charge it to the game because you already charged it to the game before you even started dating Kevin Gates, allegedly. You said you knew what you was getting yourself into when you were dating a rapper. That's your answer right there. So what's the point of you getting on social media and wanting everybody to feel bad for you? You knew what you were getting yourself into, yet you're still complaining. What?
I want to make one thing very clear. I would never with a married man. This man told me he's legally separated, so that's that. I simply came onto this platform to express how I feel because I have every right to feel the way that I do. And to any other women that are going through the same thing, it's okay to stand up for yourself. Dealing with men that manipulate, gaslight, lie, all of that. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of this man leading me on this whole time. You know, I in the beginning, I obviously believed everything, but as time progressed, I started to peep all of his bullshit. And again, like I said, I knew what I was getting myself into dealing with the rapper. I know there's going to be other girls around, but it's just the way he went about this situation that was real.
For you to make the excuse and say the reason why you dealt with him because he told you that he was legally separated is a simple Google search on the internet. Is Kevin Gates still married? Is Kevin Gates legally separated? And the answer, you could find the answer you really wanted. Number two, she said she believed him. You know, isn't it kind of funny how women find a way to believe? It doesn't matter the character of the guy. It doesn't matter if he's a hood dude, a rapper, if he's a player, a cheater. They believe who they want to believe. You ever notice that? They believe the rapper, the athlete, NBA athlete making millions. When you make millions, yeah, they convince themselves to believe stuff.
All right, let's talk. I put up this post. 46, no newborns, no grandkids. I worded that on purpose. And I got my normal hate. I always get hate no matter what the hell I post. You too old to be doing the challenge.
That's another 46-year-old.
Dang, too old to be
does she look like that?
Too old to be dancing. You too old.
What's up with all these videos showing me of these 40-year-olds that look good like that?
To be DJing, you too old to be alive. I always get that. I'm not offended by it at all because you will all be my age sooner than you think. What was disturbing to me was the comments or the criticism from people who thought that I didn't have a kid. Oh my God, it was never ending. I was deleting left and right. I do not keep any negativity on my page. I understand that misery loves company, but not on my page. So I was just deleting. But here's some of the comments that I did save. And I didn't know that y'all hated women who chose not to have children. They were saying that I'm gonna die alone, I'm gonna die with cats, I'm gonna die in an old folks home. Either way, I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna die miserable and pathetic because I don't have a child, because I chose not to have a child. It's sad that I don't have a kid because I'm a nobody, I'm a nothing without a child. My God. It was red pill dudes and it was women. And it's disturbing because a woman's lot in life is not to just bear children, but that's what society puts on them. Now, luckily, I was blessed to have my son who is in college. He's a straight A student on the president's list, and he's amazing. But if I chose not to have a child, this is how the fuck y'all would treat me. Y'all would criticize, demean, and judge the shit out of me for my choice not to bring a child into this world. It's pretty fucking sad.
I mean, she has a good point. And the truth of the matter is, some women are happy not with making the decision. The thing is, you only have, like, from the age of, let's just say 18, let's just say 20. You have from the age of 20 to like 40 years old to actually have kids. So you have like 20 years essentially to have kids. Really, I'll say 15 years from 20 to 35 where, you know, you can have children. And, you know, the healthiest way to have children is from the age of 20 to 35. And so the thing about that is, if you miss that window and then you're 50 years old, you never had children, it's too late. It's just too late. And most women who choose their career over, you know, having a family, or they choose not to like have a family, most women regret it. And I think that needs to be stated as well. If you want to make the decision not to have children, that's your decision. You know, God has given everyone free will. But also, you need to tell the women too, like, there are some women who are happy about that decision, but the majority of women who make the decision and then now they're not really able to have children because they're a little older, you have to give them the reality that most women regret that decision. Like, that should be stated. That should be something that's like more so talked about.
I get confused in the public for you all the time. People are always running up to me going, Tamika, are you gonna come to my town? And it's just so funny. So does anybody ever come up to you and scream, hey family?
It happens all the time.
They do.
And especially in the airport, people
Why do they look so much alike? That is kind of crazy.
Because they run up to me like, shit, oh man.
This because you got that face like, we going to march, we gonna stir some stuff up. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna tell you, I literally, and I remember when we first got together and we were at something that Bevy Smith had thrown for, it was
Dinner
for like
with Bev.
Dinner with Bev.
They could be fraternal twins. They could be fraternal, not exactly identical twins, but man, it's so crazy how they're not even related to each other until they take a DNA test or something like that. So crazy how they're not even related to each other, but they look so much alike. That is so interesting to me.
Bevy, and we sat there and we had so much fun because I said we're finally next to each other and people can finally see we're two different people. Two different people.
Wow.
But twins that hard. Twins
that hard.
And it's so that's something. And when I say that doesn't make sense to me or that's fascinating to me, I'm talking about look at that. Look how much they look alike. I'm talking about in general. When people who don't even know each other and they look just alike, how is that even possible? I don't get it.
Most people want to be responsible for your success, not a part of your success. And that's the issue amongst our people.
People love to say, I did that.
Or have you not do the job that you're capable of doing for the sake of them being able to control your day, right? And that just don't make sense. And this doesn't exist in any other business than ours.
Don't nobody know what you're talking about, bro. You talking rich people problems. I don't know what he talking about. Even Gilly, as rich as he is and Wallow is, even they like. Cause you see how at the beginning Gilly said what he thought it was, and he was like, "No, not really. really is this?" And Wallow sitting there like, "Oh, okay. Look."
It does not.
Damn.
Most people want to be responsible for your success, not a part of your success. And that's the issue amongst our people.
People love to say I did that.
Or
It's like a student in class and they called the wrong answer. He was so confident too because, bro, you speaking on a whole different level of problems, bro. We don't know what you're talking about.